Welcome to For Book Lovers Only Live Radio, where we discuss amazing books written by talented authors. For Book Lovers Only Live Radio is a proud member of the Village Connector Media Network. If you love books, we have a home for you. Now time for your host and chief book lover, Rob Brown.
Greetings, book lovers and book fans. Thank you so much for joining us today for the inaugural broadcast of For Book Lovers Only Live Radio. My name is Rob Brown, your internet radio host and chief book lover, and we are so excited today to launch the first broadcast of this amazing show. We are broadcasting from downtown sunny, exotic Laurel, Maryland. So happy to be here. We are broadcasting through Facebook Live, and I believe we're also broadcasting through Periscope, so you can get to this broadcast through those two mediums. Once again, my name is Rob Brown. Happy and honored and humbled that you are here to join us today. We have got a really great show lined up. We got some amazing things that we're going to talk about today, so stay tuned, stick around for a little bit, and we'll get started. I wanted to start today by giving you first a little background information about myself. You're probably wondering, who is this guy? Who is this Rob guy? What is the show about? Who is he? Where did he come from? I'm originally from the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. I'm an attorney by trade. I did my undergrad at Michigan State. Go Green, go Spartans. Did law school at the University of Iowa College of Law. Lived in the Chicagoland area for just a short while. Ended up coming back to the D.C., Maryland, Virginia area and have been practicing here ever since. I'm a proud member of the D.C. Bar in good standing. Started practicing around 2002, 2003. Did that for a few years, got the entrepreneurial bug around 2009, and decided, I wanted to start my own business. Not necessarily a solo practice, but I definitely knew I wanted to be my own boss in some capacity. Now, one thing that you'll learn about me is I like to call myself a word nerd. I love words. I love to read text. I like to correct misspellings. I like to do corrections of punctuation and grammar. And I started a company called Precision Script in 2009, basically doing editing, copy editing, proofreading of manuscripts, helping out authors, assisting editors. I started that in 2009 at modest beginnings. Didn't have quite the success that I wanted to, but I was kind of trudging along. Fast forward to about 2012. I'm a heavy networker by nature, and I met a gentleman by the name of Glenn Garnes at a networking event in Crystal City, Virginia. I'll never forget. And, very dynamic personality, really great guy. He and I had exchanged business cards, had a couple follow-up phone calls. I went out to his offices where then he was operating in Linthicum, Maryland. He and I had a few conversations, and I told him about Precision Script. I told him, that I had a vision for what I wanted to accomplish and achieve for authors, but I wasn't quite able to ignite it the way I wanted it to proceed. So he and I started whiteboarding, started coming up with some ideas. Initially, we had come up with an idea called the Writer Silo, and the Writer Silo was an idea where we were going to basically teach authors and teach people who want to write books how to self-publish their books, how to write it, the entire process, basically from soup to nuts, how to do everything themselves. And we started to work on that, started to get some success with that, but then we basically pivoted, and I had come up with an idea, and I told Glenn that I thought that it would probably be more beneficial for authors and for the book-loving community in general if we sort of shifted gears and created a website and a business that marketed the books of authors, and that's how ForBookLoversOnly.com was born. Now, during that time, through the Writer Silo and through For Book Lovers Only, I had a brief stint in the financial services industry, great industry. I didn't really have a passion for it and decided that I wanted to work full-time for myself, and I wanted to work full-time for book lovers and for authors, and thus ForBookLoversOnly.com was born. We launched in May of 2015, and have been growing and having success, and more book lovers and authors interested in what we're building here at For Book Lovers Only. Now, about the website, I want to talk to you a little bit about the website and what it offers for both book lovers and for authors. In a nutshell, ForBookLoversOnly.com is a community for book lovers to learn about new authors and to learn about new books. Now, we have a specialty we love here at For Book Lovers Only and at Village Connector Community. These are the media center that we're working out of. We love self-published authors. We like people with the entrepreneurial spirit. We like people who want to go out on a limb and say, hey, I'm going to take control of my future. So we work a lot with self-published authors. Now, don't get me wrong. We also work with traditionally published authors as well, but we find that self-published authors need a little bit more help with regards to their marketing and getting the notoriety and their name out there. So we have a particular interest and a particular pride in helping self-published authors. Now, there are two ways that you can get to the website. You can get to it through ForBookLoversOnly.com. That's ForBookLoversOnly.com. And you can also get to it through a shortened URL, FBLONLY.com. That's FBLOnly.com. And if you go to both of those URLs, they will take you directly to the website. So when you go there, whether it be for bookloversonly.com or you go through FBLonly.com, what will you see? We basically showcase great books with their own pages. First of all, you go to the front page, the home page, and you'll see a few sections there. We have a great template there. We have featured authors, small bios of our authors on the first page. We have featured releases on our first page of new and exciting books that we have recently uploaded. But when you start to do a search, let's say if you're into, for instance, and I'll just use today's example, children's books, and we're going to be talking about children's books today, particularly the ones that you see in front of you right here. If you're looking for children's books, you will go to the upper right-hand corner and click Shop. And there's a drop-down, and you can choose children's books, and you will see a variety of amazing children's books that I know you'll be interested in and want to purchase. We have books from a variety of different categories: personal development, children's books, as I just mentioned, romance novels, biographies. We have science fiction and fantasy. We have business books. We have mystery, crime, and thrillers. Basically, every conceivable genre of book that you know and that you love is on the website. And we really implore book lovers to come on the website and check us out. There are a lot of great authors that you might not know about that wrote some amazing books that you want to probably pick up a copy of. So, we want you to come and visit the website. Now, specifically for book lovers, and this website is designed for the book lover, we actually have a Book Lovers Club, and we're really excited about the Book Lovers Club. Well, first and foremost, the Book Lovers Club, to join it, it's absolutely free. There is no cost whatsoever, so you really have nothing to lose. Now, as a For Book Lovers Only book club member, what do you get? You have the opportunity to participate in different contests for prizes, free things that we're going to be giving away. We're going to be giving away, coffee mugs like this one. We're going to be giving away books, free books. We're going to be giving away Starbucks gift cards. Everything that we think a book lover would like, at some point we're going to be giving it away in some sort of contest. When you join the For Book Lovers Only book club, you will also be placed on a newsletter mailing list. And I send out those newsletters from time to time. Don't worry, I'm not going to flood your inbox with a ton of newsletters, but once a month, once every few weeks, I will send out a newsletter just talking about new books, new authors that I've met, new books that I've learned about, different things that are going on in the book loving community. We will be, keeping you abreast and apprised of book signings, book festivals, author marketing events, and we also have a section in our newsletter called Friends of FBLO. Now, basically, we have different strategic alliance partners, people who have a like mind and a passion to serve community and to serve humanity, and we want you to know about these amazing people and their companies. So we have a Friends of FBLO section in our newsletter. So we have a variety of different things that are available for our book lovers, and we really, really invite you to go on the website and join. And it's very easy. Once you go on the website, there will be a prompt that says join our Book Lovers Club. It's quite simple. You just throw in your name and your email address, hit enter, and you're automatically a member, and we will welcome you with open arms. And we're so excited to invite more people into the For Book Lovers Only family. Now, if you are an author and you like the website and you want to get involved and you want to have your books listed on our website, there is an icon at the top of the front page that says list your book. Go there and check it out. We have a couple of packages for authors that we offer that's very reasonable, and we really take pride in focusing on getting you, the author, whether traditionally published or whether self-published, getting you in front of more book lovers who are in a position to purchase your book and just provide something good for the greater community. So if you are an author and you're interested in being showcased on our website, please go to forbookloversonly.com and go to list your book. A couple of other things that we have about this website. We have a frequently asked questions page on the website, so go there if you have a couple of questions that you're like, hey, how does this website differ from, let's say, an Amazon.com or a BarnesandNoble.com or Books A Million, which are all great websites. They're great companies. We will never disparage any other companies. I think we just have a different focus and we do things a little differently here. One of the things that we do differently here is we actually interview authors on our television show. We have a television show that's also aptly named For Book Lovers Only, and we have already interviewed, I want to say, between 17 and 20 authors of a variety of different genres. We have interviewed them and talked to them about their process. What is your writing process? What was your motivation behind writing this book? What types of manuscripts that you have in production? How can someone get on your mailing list if they're interested in learning more about you and keeping up with you? So we have about, like I said, about between 17 and 20 episodes already uploaded on the website. So please go there and check us out. Now, when you're looking for the books and you're on the website and you see a book that you like, many times that particular book page will not only give you an opportunity to purchase the book, and we have a link that says purchase this book so you can purchase the book directly from the website, we also have an opportunity for you to actually look at the television interview for that particular author. If that author has come into our television studios and interviewed, if I've interviewed them, we can actually put that interview on their page, on that book page, so you can watch the interview and garner even more interest in that author and in that book. So, this website is really unique in nature, and once again, it really focuses on the book lover and it focuses on the author, and our goal is to really bridge that gap and strengthen that connection between the author and the book lover to serve the greater community, and we couldn't be more excited. We also have a YouTube channel for book lovers only. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can see all the episodes on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe so that when we upload new and exciting interviews with amazing, talented authors, you will be notified first and foremost. So be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And one thing that is still in the early stages, but is going to be increasing exponentially over the course of the next few weeks and months, we also have book trailers on our website. We are so excited about that. And for those book lovers out there who may not know what a book trailer is, normally, many times when you go to the movies, before the actual main feature starts, they will have trailers of upcoming movies. Well, lots of authors are actually creating their own book trailers to give more marketing power to their books, and there are some really great book trailers out there. There's one gentleman by the name of Josh Trant who has really done a lot of great work with book trailers. His company is called Front Rows Productions, and you're going to see a lot of his book trailers, his authors, and the books that he's working on and the books that he's done book trailers on. You're going to see those on forbookloversonly.com very soon, so stay tuned for that. And now, we have our internet radio show. We're planning on doing it weekly. Now, the difference between the internet radio show and the television show is, for the television show, we are going to be interviewing authors specifically. It's really going to be designed to give you the story behind the story of the books and of the authors. So you're going to hear it firsthand from those authors about their books. Now, with regards to the internet radio show, we're going to have authors, we're going to have book coaches, we're going to have editors, book publishers, and book printers. We're going to have book trivia, and heck, we may even invite a few of you book lovers out there, if you're interested, to come into the studios and just talk about some books that you've seen on For Book Lovers Only, that you've read and that you've liked, and we can just have a dialogue here. That's one of the things that we're really proud of here at ForBookLoversOnly.com is, we really want to get book lovers involved, and we want to make them feel like they're a part of the family. And that's one of the things that, sometimes separates us from, the larger companies. Sometimes you can get lost when you're dealing with those larger conglomerates. But here, for Book Lovers Only, we have a very warm, congenial family atmosphere, and we want to invite as many of you book lovers out there to come in our studios, our radio studios from time to time, come visit and talk about some great books. So, we'll be talking more about that as the weeks and months progress. Also on our radio show, we're going to be talking and keeping you posted about author book signings, book festivals, everything that has anything to do with books at some point we're going to cover here on our radio show. And we couldn't be more excited. We're going to be discussing and highlighting a few books each broadcast. Today we have, as you can see in front of me, we have 4 great books written by 3 amazing authors. And they are just absolutely super authors. They're so talented, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about the books, going to be talking a little bit about the authors and how you can purchase these books. I'm also going to be reading a few pages from each of the books today as well. Don't worry, I'm not going to belabor it. If you want to learn more about the books, we encourage you to go to the website and to purchase the book, but I want to give you a feel for the book and for the author's writing style. So I'm just going to read a few pages from each book. Now, one of the exciting things that we have, recently come up with, and we're going to kind of take it and run with, for the internet radio shows, at least for the first year, each month we're going to highlight a different genre of book that we're going to basically focus on for that particular month. Now, for the entire schedule, we already have it set up. For each month, there's going to be a different genre. If you want to learn about, what the next few months look like into 2018, please join my Book Lovers Club if you go to ForBookLoversOnly.com, and in the next newsletter, I will give the full list. So you got to join the club in order to get the full list. That's one of the things about joining the club is you are able to get information that's not available to the general public, and that's an incentive for you to join our family and become more involved in For Book Lovers Only, because we want you to be involved as a book lover. But I'll give you the first couple of months just to kind of pique your interest. February is Children's Book Month, and the reason why we came up with Children's Book Month in February is, books, when you think of books, you think of children. They are the groundswell for education. We want to make sure that we take care of the kids first, because they are the front lines for our future, and we will make sure that they are well-read and well-educated. So we're starting with children's books for February. Now in March, because the NCAA tournament is coming up, and hopefully Michigan State will go very far, we're going to be talking about sports and fitness books, and we're really excited. We're already fielding some books and some sports and fitness authors that are starting to send their books in, and we can't wait to showcase their books in the month of March. Now in April 22nd is Earth Day. So for April, we're going to be talking about books that deal with Earth, deal with the environment. We may have some gardening books, some authors come in that do gardening, so that's going to be a really interesting month. And in May is Veterans Book Month. And the reason why we did that was because obviously May is Memorial Day. We want to pay homage to the brave and valiant men and women who have worn the uniform of this great country in the armed services and given their lives so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we do today. And it's the least that we can do to honor our fallen heroes on the field of battle. We want to honor them, and we want to honor them by inviting veterans into the studios for May, for Veterans Book Month. Now, for that particular month, these veterans are going to go across the gamut with regards to the book genres. Some veterans may have written romance novels, some may have written business books, some may have written Western novels. We're just going to focus on the books of veterans in the month of May. And for June through the December, we have the schedule set. But once again, if you want to learn more about that, please join our Book Lovers Club. We also have full social media accounts that we're active on through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope. And whatever other social media networks are created, it seems like there's a new one each month. We're going to be active on those too, because we want to make sure that we cover all bases with regards to serving the community of book lovers and authors out there. And another thing that we're really excited about is our contests. We're going to be giving away a lot of free stuff to our book lovers who are in the Book Lovers Club. I think I mentioned earlier we're going to be giving away coffee mugs. We're going to be giving away free books. We're going to be giving away Starbucks cards so that when you're curled up with a book that you purchase from For Book Lovers Only, you can enjoy a latte at the same time from Starbucks. We are going to be giving out tote bags, lots of good freebies, lots of goodies for those who are an exclusive club. So we are really excited about what we're building here. And once again, we want to reiterate, we're building this for you, the book lover, because you deserve so much. And I want to take a quick station ID. My name is Rob Brown, your host and chief book lover. If you are just joining us, this is For Book Lovers Only Live Radio, where if you love books, we have a home for you. Now, I want to start getting into our books. I want to get into the meat and potatoes of what we're going to be talking about today. We got 4 great books and 3 great authors. And, these are authors that I recently, either I reached out to them or they reached out to me, but I had some great conversations with them and actually met them all through Facebook. And I'm going to give a quick shout out about the Facebook group that I met them on, because they deserve a lot of credit, because if it wasn't for this particular Facebook group, I wouldn't even know about these amazing authors. Our first author and our first book is Henry Meets Cappy the Lobster. This is a really cute book. We really loved it. Let me go ahead and get some more information about Henry Meets Cappy the Lobster. It's an amazing book. Now, Henry Meets Cappy the Lobster, it's a whimsical tale of a young boy who stumbles upon a very rare and very special blue lobster in a creek not far from his home. Cappy has unique abilities unlike any other lobster. The two quickly forge a friendship and unbreakable bond that will lead them on different adventures that further strengthen their relationship. And as you can see, this is the cover of the book. It's a really nice book. It's not that long a read. It's a short read, but it's a little under 25 pages, but it's really great. I'm going to read a couple of pages from this book just so you can get a feel for what the author is telling to the reader. He stayed out of sight for a very long time just watching the lobster dance and play, but he had so many questions he wanted to ask, like, how did it get here? Does it belong to anyone? How is he able to speak and dance the way he does? For he had never seen anything like this in his life. Granted, he was still a small boy, but really a singing, dancing lobster? Henry just had to find out. He decided to approach with caution. The last thing he wanted to do was to scare him. As he approached the lobster, Henry lost his footing, slipped on some wet leaves, and slid straight into a creek. Boy, talk about making an entrance. This startled the lobster, and he scurried behind some rocks. So already I know you're really interested, and you probably want to pick up a copy of this book. It's once again, it's an amazing read. Lisa has done a phenomenal job in really bringing this story to life. And Lisa draws inspiration from her family, specifically her nephew Henry and her nieces Victoria and Maggie. So Henry, Victoria, and Maggie, if you're watching, hi. Welcome to For Book Lovers Only Live Radio, and we're hoping that you are enjoying the broadcast. Now, Lisa's lifelong dream was to be an author, and she's done a great job of achieving her dream. She likes to bring a child's imagination to life by helping them to travel to new worlds so that they can be creative, imaginative, and free thinkers. This book, Henry Meets Cappy the Lobster, is available on ForBookLoversOnly.com. Please go check it out. If you go to the website, you look at shop, click down children's books, and it's right there. And it's a great book. It's a great read. And I want to implore people who are watching, even if you don't have children, you can buy one of these books or buy a couple of these books, and you can donate them to your local library, your local elementary school, anything that we can do to help out the kids with regards to their reading and their literacy skills. You definitely want to look into it. So, make sure that you go to the website and pick up a copy of Henry Meets Cappy the Lobster. Lisa, thank you so much. Great job. Our second book is Raffi and Friends, The Lunchbox Mystery. This is a great book. It's so cute. I really, really like this book. One of the things about this book I really like is the illustrations in this book. The illustrations was by Amy Rodinger, and she did a great job. Now, this is a book by Valerie Irene, and I'll tell you a quick story about how I got connected with Valerie Irene in just a moment. Now, Raffi and Friends, The Lunchbox Mystery, is based on 4 stuffed animals that the author owns, 2 of which she had since her childhood and are possibly about 47 years old. The book shows children how the various aspects of individuals come together as a group to solve the problem of finding Raffi's missing lunchbox. It is such an intriguing book, and I'm going to show you, get a close-up of the book cover. I'm going to read a little bit from this book. It's so cute. There was no lunchbox and no grilled cheese sandwiches, so they went back and sat under the tree, out of breath from running around. Owie saw his 3 best friends sitting under the tree. "Hi, Raffi. Hi, Marlon Monroe. Hi, Tori. Why are you out of breath?" Owie asked. "Hi, Owie," Tori replied. "We've been running around looking for Raffi's lunchbox with his delicious grilled cheese sandwiches inside and can't find it anywhere." "What you need," Owie told them, "is a plan to help you find the lunchbox. A plan will help you search wisely so you don't run around and get out of breath. Let me think for a minute." After a couple of minutes, Owie took out his little writing notebook to take some notes. "Let me ask you some questions to help you think about where the lunchbox may be," he said. Raffi, Tori, and Marlon Monroe smiled and nodded their heads in agreement. They were tired from running around and knew that Owie was wise and could help them find Raffi's lunchbox. So it looks like they are deep in a search for Raffi's lunchbox, and it goes from there. Great book. Great book. Valerie Irene did a phenomenal job of writing that book. A little bit about Valerie. I actually met her online. I met her through Renee Brown. Now, Renee Brown is another children's author. She wrote a book called The Big Rig Kids, and that's a book we're going to be talking about next Sunday in our next broadcast. And Renee is actually going to be our first in-studio author. I'm really excited about having her. But I started an initial conversation with Renee, and from Renee, she and I started to work together, and I invited her to join the For Book Lovers Only family. Renee had referred me to Valerie, and then Valerie and I got in contact and then invited her to be a part of the For Book Lovers Only family as well. Now, Valerie is a local author, local to us in Laurel, Maryland. This book allows her to release her creative spirit. This book also is entirely self-published, and I want to stress that. She did a great job of self-publishing these books, her book. And one of the things that I had mentioned earlier, we really like to work with self-published authors. Valerie didn't wait to say, hey, I need to get, a publisher to publish my book, or I need to get a literary agent. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The traditional publishing route is absolutely great. But there are other ways that you can get your book published if you want to be a published author. And she decided to, take the plunge and become a self-published author, and was tremendously successful in getting Raffi and Friends, The Lunchbox Mystery self-published. It is also available on the website. You can pick up a copy at ForBookLoversOnly.com. Once again, just go to the shop page and drop down to children's books, and you can find a copy of her book. So go ahead and try to get a copy of that today. Valerie, great job. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work, and we're looking forward to more books from you. Now, the final 2 books was written by the same author. She is a very talented author. She wrote 2 books, Easy 8, A Bull's View, and Easy 8, The Big Event. And we are so excited about these two books. It's really cool because I'm going to show the cover of the first book, A Bull's View. These books are written from the point of view of the bull. And I really thought that was incredibly interesting, her perspective and the way that she wrote the books. And they're very well-written books. And I'm going to read a few pages from each. Now, this is Easy 8, A Bull's View. I'm okay. The only thing damaged is my pride. Imagine getting slimed by a bull, states the cowboy as he stands up and dusts his hat off. Next up is Freckles. He is a huge black bull with a white face and little black freckles across his face. He is standing patiently in the chute, waiting for the cowboy to get ready. The chute opens, and Freckles turns to the right as he breaks into a spin. He ends the spin as he starts bucking. Back and forth he goes. The cowboy is holding on. The whistle blows. The cowboy makes the 8-second ride. You know I just gave you that ride, don't you, cowboy? Freckles says, taunting the cowboy. Freckles turns to the bullfighters. He puts his head down and starts pawing at the ground. I'm giving you fair warning, fellas. It's showtime, he says as he charges the bullfighters, sending them running in all directions. After a few minutes of chasing the bullfighters, Freckles exits through the awaiting gate, swinging his tail as he goes in total bull fashion. This book really sounds awesome, and it's great the way Carolyn describes the book. She is a big fan of professional bull riders. Carolyn Foster hails from northeast Oklahoma in Locust Grove. She and her husband raise cattle, consequently, and she's a big full fan of professional bull riders, and she decided to write some books about bull riding. And she describes her books as humor, action, attitude, and of course lots of dirt. And she's written some great books. So Easy 8, A Bull's View is also available on ForBookLoversOnly.com. Make sure you pick up a copy because it is a great read. And the second book that she wrote is Easy 8, The Big Event. And these books, I believe that they're connected because they're both about bull riding, and this is another great book. And the reason why this book is so unique is because we actually have the trailer for this book up on the website. So when you go to purchase this book, there's actually a 15-second trailer about this book on the website, and it's really cute. I think you'll really get a kick out of watching it. So in this book, I'm going to read a couple of pages as well. The Native American bull, Black Eagle, is next in the chute. He's a black bull with large horns. Howdy, cowboy. We are going to soar with the great eagle and feel the wind in our hair. How do you like the wind-blown look? Asked Black Eagle. The cowboy nods and the gate opens. Black Eagle comes out of the chute bucking. He suddenly takes a mighty leap, slinging his head back and forth in midair. He lands on his front feet. As his back feet hit the ground, he pushes his hips back up while slinging the cowboy to the side of his head. Black Eagle's horn catches the seat of the cowboy's jeans and makes a huge rip. He also tears the cowboy's shirt sleeve before the cowboy staggers to the ground. Black Eagle looks at the cowboy and says, "That's the windblown look I was talking about. Oops, look like we have an undies alert too." He takes his victory lap around the arena and exiting with one last kick. Windtalker is another Native American bull on tour. He's a white bull with black specks all over his body and small horns. He's in the chute, ready to go. The Great Spirit has given us his blessing for this ride. We will do this with honor, Windtalker tells the cowboy. The cowboy calls for the gate to open. Windtalker explodes out of the chute, bucking and spinning with all his might. The cowboy goes jump for jump. He holds on to his bull rope, determined to make the 8-second ride. The whistle blows. The cowboy makes his dismount and lands on his feet. Windtalker bows to the crowd before he exits the arena. So once again, Carolyn has done a fantastic job of really capturing, the point of view of these bulls in these bull riding sessions. And she pursued her passion. She loves professional bull riding and said, "Hey, I'm going to write a few books about bull riding." And not only going to do that, but she also has a really wonderful trailer for her books, for one book. And, hopefully we'll see more book trailers from her and more future books from her. Carolyn, thank you so much. We look forward to working with you, continuing to work with you, and continuing to tell everybody about your amazing books, Easy 8, A Bull's View, and Easy 8, The Big Event. Thank you all so much. Now, I want to take a quick moment to actually thank the Facebook group that I found Carolyn, Valerie, and Lisa on. If it wasn't for this Facebook group, I never would have found them. The Facebook group is Great Story Book, authors and illustrators of children's books and YA, and I believe YA probably stands for young adults. So it's Great Story Book, authors and illustrators of children's books and YA, young adults. So thank you to the administrators of that Facebook group. You guys are doing a great job of giving children's book authors and children's books more exposure. So keep up the great work. Now I want to go. You've all been waiting for our first book contest. We are going to have our first contest right here and right now. And I want to let you know that this contest is only open to our book lovers who are a part of our Book Lovers Club, who have joined our Book Lovers Club. So make sure that you go on the website and join our For Book Lovers Only book club, and you can become an exclusive Book Lovers Book Club member. Now here's the contest. Now the first 4 Book Lovers Club members who send me an email, and I'll give you my email address in just a moment. If you send me an email saying, "Hey Rob, I love the books. Thank you so much. Looking forward to hopefully being a winner." The first 4, I'm basically going to send you these books for free. I'm going to send you the first email that I get from the first book club book member. I'm going to give them the Henry Meets Cappy the Lobster book. The second email that I get from the Book Lovers Book Club member, I'm going to give them Raffi. The third book that I'm going to give out to the third book club member who sends me an email, I'm going to give them A Bull's View. And the fourth email that I get from the For Book Lovers Only book club member that sends me an email, I'm going to give them Easy 8, The Big Event. So I'm going to give away all 4 of these books absolutely for free to our book lovers that are in our Book Lovers Club. So once again, it's even more of an incentive to join our book club so you can start winning some free prizes. Now, there's actually more. I'm actually going to be giving out more. So if you are a winner and you get the book, I send you the book. If you take a picture of you holding the book and smiling, and you send that picture back to me with a couple of sentences about why you love that book so much, I am going to feature you in our upcoming newsletter. And because of that, I'm also going to send you a free $5 Starbucks gift card. That's it. I'm giving away free books, and for those who send me pictures of them holding their brand new free book with a little description of why they love the book, I'm also going to give you a free Starbucks gift card for $5 so you can enjoy a nice latte or a cup of tea. So, like I said, we're going to really cater to the book lover here. We're going to be giving away some free prizes. Now, you're probably wondering, well, Rob, I want to participate in this contest. Like, what's your email address? My email address is, and I'm going to say this a couple times because I want to make sure you get this right. It's rob@forbookloversonly.com. I'll say it again, and I'll say it slower. rob@for bookloversonly.com. That's rob@forbookloversonly.com. If you have joined my Book Lovers Club and you want to participate in the contest, send me an email. Just say, "Hey Rob, love the books, hope I'm a winner." And if you're one of the first 4, you will be a winner. And if for some reason you're not one of the first 4, keep trying. I'm sure you're going to win one of our amazing gifts at some point in the future. So, make sure you join our For Book Lovers Only book club and make sure that you participate and get involved. I think I'd also mention, I don't know if I did or not, forgive me if I didn't, but we're also going to be including book trivia from time to time on our internet radio show. And I want to start out with a little book trivia today as we wrap up the broadcast. In the year 2000, and I know this is a little dated. I think this is still up to date, but we can check on that. But in the year 2000, Publishers Weekly released lists of the best-selling children's books of all time. Now, the best-selling hardcover children's book of all time is The Pokey Little Puppy, which I'm sure, if you love children's books, you probably have heard of this book. I've heard of this book. I've read it many times when I was a kid. It's near and dear to my heart. But it is the number one best-selling hardcover children's book of all time. And the number one best-selling paperback children's book of all time is, yes, you might have guessed it, Charlotte's Web, which we probably at one point or another, everybody watching this broadcast had to read Charlotte's Web in elementary school. So just a bit of book trivia for you. And who knows, maybe a couple years down the road, one of these books will overtake Charlotte's Web as the number one best-selling paper book children's book of all time. They're certainly worthy of it. They're certainly of amazing caliber and just wonderful books. So Charlotte's Web and Pokey Little Puppy, you might get knocked off your throne by one of the books here from our amazing authors on ForBookLoversOnly.com. So, we'll keep you posted. Now, as I wrap up the broadcast, we're just almost out of time. I want to give a few acknowledgments to all those who were able to make ForBookLoversOnly.com this broadcast, a television show, and this radio show, everything possible. First, I want to thank God, who was, able to create everything and able to give me the inspiration and have the courage to come out and serve the book lover and the author. So I want to give honor to God first and foremost. I want to thank my wonderful parents who have always been with me every step of the way. Dad, if you're watching, you've always been my rock and my hero. I love you very much, and I know that you're probably watching right now, and I know you're beaming from ear to ear, and I just want to thank you for all the love and support that you've given me. And for those of you who know me, and those of you who are just learning about me today, many of you might know that I lost my mom last April. She was the most amazing, beautiful, sensitive, sweet woman, the most courageous, strong person for that matter, that I've ever met. And my mom is always near and dear to my heart. I know she's looking down from heaven and smiling as well. So, Mom, I love you. I'm dedicating this first show to you, and I'll never forget you, and you'll always be in my heart. You'll always be in my mind and my spirit. I also want to thank Glenn Garnes, my friend, my mentor, my brother, who is built these wonderful radio studios, who has built the Village Connector and what it is today and what it's going to be in the years down the road. Thank you so much for helping me to, get my vision the way that it needs to be in order to serve community and to serve humanity. I'm so happy to have you in my family, in my network, and I'm looking forward to many projects, even above and beyond for Book Lovers Only if we decide to do some other things. I'm sure we're going to come up with some more ideas and some more things to just serve people, because we both have a love of people and we both have a love of community. So, Glenn, thank you, thank you, thank you. And last but not least, I want to thank my amazing social media director, Robin Lyons. Robin was introduced to me by Glenn, and she has done a phenomenal job of just keeping everything in order with regards to my social media. She has been fielding all of the books that come in from the authors when they send their books to the Village Connector Studios here in Laurel, Maryland. She gets them. She keeps me apprised. She's doing a tremendous job of running the television and radio studios. And, her reputation is absolutely above reproach. She's doing a phenomenal job. And, Robin, I know you're in the other control room watching and making sure everything is set. Thank you so much. And for all those authors out there and any business owners or anything, if you're out there and you're looking for someone to help you with your social media, also email me at rob@forbookloversonly.com, and I will put you in connection. I will get you connected with Robin, and she is a phenomenal resource, and I'm sure that she can help you as much as she is helping me. So, Robin, thank you so much. Now, we're about out of time. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we're about out of time. So even though you missed the live broadcast, you can watch it in perpetuity. It's on our Facebook pages, and we're going to be blasting out to our network. So thank you so much for joining late. But, the broadcast is being recorded, so it's not like you can't watch it in the future. So thank you all for joining me today. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. These 4 books, go to the website, pick up a copy for your kids, for your elementary school that your kids may go to your local library. It's never a bad idea to purchase a book, whether for yourself, for someone in your community, or for someone in your family. Go to the website, pick up a copy, and enjoy a good read. Be sure to join us next week For Book Lovers Only Live Radio at 3:30 p.m. next Sunday. I believe it's going to be Sunday the 19th. We're going to have some more books, some more great children's books. We're going to have some great authors that we're going to be talking about, and we're going to be talking with Renee Brown, who's actually going to be in our studios live next week, and we're really excited about having her. She's going to tell us about the Big Rig Kids and some great things that she is doing with her book and other endeavors that she's involved with. So we're really excited about having her. We are out of time. Thank you so much. This has been fun. My name is Rob Brown, your internet radio host and chief book lover, and this is For Book Lovers Only Live Radio. And remember, if you love books, we have a home for you. Thank you so much. Take care. See you next time.